Alright, we are all sorted on that front. But yeah, Schilt also from Scotland, also an old school player.
Absolutely.
He's
All the old heads popping up today.
He's been around for a while, someone I've known for a long time as well. Sheik versus Pokemon trainer. I don't think Schilt started. That's been a thing that's developed over time.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the case of Sheik is an old character, not a lot of people are willing to put time into.
It's definitely an investment. I think it's a character that's really hard to pocket. You know, you can't just. She's a high tech skill character. She's a high input management character, I suppose. I think it's just difficult. Obviously, once you've got that tech skill down, once you've got your input down, your movement and everything, you're playing a great character with great neutral and everything else. But then you also have to have good neutral. She doesn't do a lot of carrying, I don't think. But maybe I'm just a bit biased. I think she's cool.
No, I think I agree with that in the sense that she has. I'm not saying it's very safe, but just lacking.
Oh, what a good start for MJB. They're getting the jab on. I love it. I think one of the most important things Pokemon trainer, and especially Squirtle, is making sure that you can kill the Squirtle.
Let's be honest. Yeah, I mean, in this matchup specifically, I know she really doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely. She doesn't like short characters. Squirtle's got a mad combo game, which we're seeing here. There we go. Looking already starting 50%. There we go. Straight clean 0 to 50. And that's what, again, it's important that I think it's really important that your advantage combo game is as tight and as good as possible and as optimized. Thank you. We'll get that sorted. Thank you for letting me know.
Oh yeah, tell them. You want like that and all.
Go down to the caster. We'll make sure that they're about even.
Oh, it is though. That should be right.
This should be alright now. Let us know how that is on the in the chat, please, if you can. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, we saw obviously the Squirtle combo game earlier. There's kind of certain scenarios where you can have a more damaging combo as opposed to a trapping scenario, for example. Down throw you can do that into up and get some big damage, but obviously you have to land. And one of PT's biggest problems is that they are very slow in the air. They have very little air acceleration. Once they start moving, you can't really turn around that much.
They've got the airspeed of a dead goldfish, man. They've got nothing going on.
Pretty much, but I mean...
But it's okay, they're the only character in the game with 2 air dodges, so...
Yeah, I think the second air dodge with Downbeat is a little overrated because it's quite slow.
Oh, absolutely. Like, you know, I'm not trying to say that it's some sort of broken option. I'm just saying that it's a disadvantage option that other characters don't have.
Absolutely.
But that is then up to that Pokemon trainer to utilise it well. And also, while we were just in comms and talking about how good Pokemon trainer is, Schilt's over here taking the lead.
Yeah, we saw that. I'm not sure what percent it was, but PT unfortunately dipped a little too low, was not able to make it back. There are certain scenarios where you're playing as Ivysaur and you think the tether won't make it back. Yeah, it does make it back. If you press down to switch and at that point, it's too low.
Yeah. You also, a lot of the time, you see Pokemon trainers accidentally initiating fastball when they hit down B, and it doesn't take very many frames to make it so that your Charizard can't get back.
Yeah, it's an always situation. It's a
down throw. Yep, Sheik is very light. She's that is the trade-off for Sheik. So obviously she's got this sick neutral, needles, really safe aerials, frame data and spacing wise, but she's light and she's very comboable.
There's one character though that Sheik will like. In this Charizard. It's Charizard. You need to get off Charizard.
That's very nice.
And that is why you do not want to be Charizard on stage.
I love a bit of needles bouncing fish me.
But yeah, it was looking relatively even for a lot of it, but it's just...
I think at the start MJB definitely had a good grasp of the game. He was getting the early combos going, but I think after that initial 60-70%, Schilt sort of found his feet, was able to sort of establish a bit more neutral and also just control the pace of the game using needles a lot better. So
yeah, towards the end of the game, it was definitely a lot more needles.
Absolutely.
On stage as you do the jump. Good option against characters who kind of go into that diagonal.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and Pokemon Trainer is definitely one of those. Obviously, you've got other options. You can go really, really low with Charizard and up the under, and you've got all the different angles that you can grab with Tether. You've got Okay, Schilt's cooking a little bit here. Oh!
Okay.
Talking about 0 to 50s, that was nice.
Rare footage of the Sheik combo actually doing a lot of
Double
damage.
platform extension. Schilt is cooking.
Okay, we've seen a lot of the jabs here as
There
well.
we go. Good nair out of Shield. Oh, I think he wanted that back air extension once again. He's just missing the turnaround timing.
See a lot of down tilts just so we can get that confirmed once you have the down tilt
Yeah,
drag down
absolutely.
up there. You've got a lot of things off down tilt from honest, especially on Pokémon Stadium, a platform like this. You are going to live that.
Absolutely.
I think if you can kind of extend this lead by carefully switching Pokemon in certain areas, you can live a long time in the machine.
It was such a good up B from Schilt there, choosing to go to the platform. Really, just like I say, like the end of the last game, controlling the pace. Again, look at that. It's just spacing it so well so that it's got basically no end lag when it's landing.
Yeah, I mean, that will cover stuff like Get Attack as well. Some invincibility frames on the update.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Smart option, especially going to the platform as well. You can't really get there in time unless you know what's going to happen pretty much. Back out of Shield. It lingers quite a long time, and it does have a landing box, a little bit like the mix of the
Yeah, like the back air.
Yeah. Okay, this is where it gets tricky.
Good spacing from Schilt there. Crouch back.
Yeah, I can move my chair. It's fine. It's fine.
It's just because the mic picking me up totally fine and then you talking in competitive.
It's awkward because you know obviously where the mic is at, but this is you can play your card right here. You're going to live a lot of time.
Absolutely.
As soon as you start getting to 5%, I saw, you got that down a bit, but you've got about 34% in it.
The thing is as well for Sheik is if she doesn't kill you with her setups, you know, we saw Needle's bouncing fish before, we've seen Schilt going for down tilt up air extensions and setups, but if you don't get them at that percent, you've got to get a raw hit.
Yeah.
And yeah, Schilt found it there, but if MJB play a bit safer next time they're at 168 or 200,
right,
you can live to those percents because a lot of Sheik straight moves don't work. No, there's no kill control there. There's no true confirm really other than the occasional drag down hit or weak nair or something. So you've just got to get a strong move at ledge. God knows F-tilt isn't killing anytime soon.
F-tilt minus 16 on Shield, so it's like the safest move either. But it's not reactable.
It's not reactable, that's the trade-off. So like you might hear that, you might hear, oh, Sheik's F-tilt's minus 16, that move's bad, but the entire move is like 20 frames.
Yeah.
So like by the time it's over, they've got out of there.
Here we are, this is, I would say relatively similar probably, but Squirtle will have that back throw at some point if absolutely necessary, but I mean, Shilt's just evading, as you can see, the needle movement, able to avoid any interaction with Squirtle, as you can see.
He's moving. I'm going to say right now, I'm loving this movement. Schilt is doing exactly what he should be doing to avoid dying. What a back air.
I'm shocked that didn't kill him.
Yeah, that was such a clever, you know, you saw the up B, the phantom up B to ledge, and then, almost got the extension off the down tilt as well.
I do agree that Charizard is the player here, just because you're not making it work.
There you go. Absolutely. And Schilt's recognising that. You can see the burst range that he's playing at. He's doing a really good job of keeping him out. And every time that there's an approach made, there's a safe aerial thrown. And he's just cutting off. He's cutting him off at the pass. Really just. Oh, see, that back there not killing Squirtle.
This is the thing. The way Sheik's moves scale is quite weird.
Good bouncing too.
Yeah, I mean, all these stocks so far have been reads, which you know you do have to do it in these scenarios. But Shilt's doing such a good job with the combo game. That just doesn't even matter that it's so easy to get to that percent. Whereas we see Squirtle on the back burn. We're going to see the big combo game, the double down into the grab. Three down airs, okay.
Okay, I like it. There we go, another good 0 to 50. I think it's important that now that they're after that, once they've got that 50% now, they're not also just pushing for the extension. They want to be playing the neutral, they want to be adapting to what Shilt's trying to do, rather than, you know, I've seen a lot of forward airs here that are just sort of, look like they're just there to cover space.
Beautiful collar, by the way, on the jump. Doing the roll.
I do love a bit of waterfall, mate. What a good move.
Is that actually what's called?
It's called waterfall, yeah. Like the HM from
yeah, I mean, Schilt is just doing such a good job. And look at the timer right now. This is what forcing approaches take.
Absolutely. She's still on 2 stocks now. Only lost that non-stop 5 minutes into the game. I mean, what's me to say?
It's looking pretty good, but
it is good up there.
Okay, went to the cross.
The DI cross-up, yeah. That is something you can utilise with Sheik, but it is also very good air dodge read. that is excellent conditioning from before an all game really, where they haven't read any air dodges. But obviously, the way Sheik works, you get down tilted and you're like, well, I'm going to air dodge this because I don't want to get up air or forward air and air and bouncing fish.
Yeah, we saw so many times earlier the down tilt and back air.
Yep.
You know, they've not all the like,
and that was good of Schilt to recognise as well, because they knew that their down tilt back air was missing, or their down tilt forward air missed previously. So they're like, oh, that there's down tilt jump, didn't up now, land, fast ball, air smash.
As we're seeing right here, we are going to Game 3 at Pokémon Stadium, the home of the Pokémon themselves. We're going to see, no, the net, very unique choice, but does
good extension there.
He's able to read the spot dodge right after. I feel like every game has just had, I don't know what it is, but I guess because it's so Sheik's so mobile.
Yeah.
Sheik's spot dodge is so good.
It is, yeah. I mean, that comes from the options that they have after, I think. Like, their spot dodge is generically good spot dodge, but you've got effort, you've got down tilt, you've got grabs fast, you know what I mean? Like, your options after moves can be just as important on how good the move is itself, and spot dodge is no different.
I was liking the spacing right there from the so you can cover a lot of things.
Oh, this could be bad.
See a grab.
No,
Cool down.
Double drag down. This is the issue with being on Charizard. It's now low percent. Good spacing from Schilt again to make sure that has not the no end lag version, but as little end lag as they can get away with.
Right, it's deceptively not as laggy as for a free fall.
Yeah, absolutely. Like sometimes you see him fall and you're like, I'm gonna run over and charge smash that. By the time you even start, you're trying to smash charge.
Right.
Because Sheik has this variance where if you do it very close to the ground but not touching the ground, then it lands with only like 10 frames of lag. Whereas if you do it and you hit the ground, or you enter free fall, both of those variants are way laggier, something like 45 frames.
Right, and I think as the character PT, unless you're playing Charizard, just the raw moves that you do out Shield are not that strong.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have time to do, you know, a jump, drop, up air, sorry, right, that. You see the ball throw at ledge there, that is going to see
that was definitely a good punish on high up there.
I've seen a lot of just conditioning with grabs and movement, so many spot dodges, leading to 48% in this knock-stage scenario. Goes for it, that's an up B. Yeah,
very nice, cooking. MJB just getting all the sauce that they're after this game.
You can never be all you want, but at the end of the day, the combos are still true.
Yeah,
you're still going to kill off stage.
Very good spacing, very good options call out there.
And this is the reverse of what we had in the previous two games. We saw Schilt forcing the PT to approach. Now you just see Squirtle backing off, throwing out safe moves.
You saw it literally, as you said it, it happened.
Exactly, we just know, and they just know. Turn down game volume. I know. Tito's are on the mark on the ball. Okay, we see the grenade right there. Another pretty good option, full ledge. Oh, it's a Sheik, obviously.
MJB on track for a 3-stock here in the third game. This would be a huge way to make the comeback.
I didn't notice that myself. This is quite a change from the previous games.
F-tilt extension, or the double F-tilts. Okay. I get, you know what? I get it. When you've got 3 stocks, you know, you're up, you're thinking, man, I think it's actually going to be it's worth throwing out one of those options. Do you know what I mean? Like a hard read like that, because you're not losing very much. You're up 168. You might die to a random move anyways. But if you get that kill at 68, that's a huge momentum shift.
I think, you know, he's done it a lot of times as well before the down smash. If I kind of need to explain a little bit, it does not have a lot of lag on Shield.
No, yeah.
Down smash. A lot of people do go in to punish it and just don't they get punished for it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of moves don't do that, but if you don't know it, then
yeah, absolutely. It's a good knowledge check of how safe a move is. Because you look at that move and if it whips, you're like, that looks really laggy. But when it caps Shield at that little end, it's, you know, it's got some oomph on it. But Schilt trying to make the comeback a little bit here, obviously. Sheik can do it, but you do have to play very...
the timing needs to be on your side, is what I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because you can't camp from a depth set anyways.
Right. You just got to be patient, though. You got to be very careful where you put moves.
Absolutely. Yeah, you need to be very aware. I mean, we're at 3 minutes now. This is obviously it's doable, but Schilt can't take very many more hits. Like a swap to, well, I was going to say Ivy or Charizard, and all of a sudden the kill moves coming out, you know.
Just barely not on the trigger.
Just off the timing a little bit there.
See the drop Nair? No, actually just goes for the switch, not able to get the Nair out in time, going to cover it. This is looking like maybe 10% you've got dragged down up air into up smash will get the job done for Schilt. But MJB doing a really good job at just capitalizing on this big lead that he has.
Needs to be really careful here against Charizard. Charizard having two of the fastest out shield options in the game that both kill in up B, up air. So
People forget about up B. It's a very strong move.
yeah, I think it's especially good in this against a character like Sheik, who's going to be hitting so much stuff on your shield. And you know, if you just drop shield, take the hit, and up B through it, that'll do it. That will absolutely do it.
So the super scary Fortin right there. Obviously, you can just let rip that up, especially if you know it's an average Charizard.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just playing patient once again. 2 minutes on the clock. Charizard not looking like he's at risk of death at all. But Sheik, however, is going to go to the left blast zone straight into game 4. It's going to be, I'm assuming the same matchup. It seems like it's relatively.
Yeah, it's definitely very. That game was the most one-sided we've seen so far, I think.
Yep.
Like, and you know, they're both also getting. They're both getting this stuff, do you know what I mean? Like, earlier we had Schilt go and get that really nice combo, like that big 60-70% combo, and then on that same stock, Needles bouncing fish for the kill, and then this time we had MJB get that 70% combo with Squirtle, and then the Echo Nair up B with Ivysaur. You know, they definitely both seem to be playing pretty well.
And that's, at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for as a player. You're playing your best, you bring your all, and you know, obviously I don't know what they think, them both of them. But the gameplay definitely speaks for itself in that it's a lot of neutral and a lot of focus, I suppose you could say.
Absolutely. They're trying.
Yeah, we're seeing the running grabs right there. I mean, the risk reward on Squirtle grab is pretty high.
Yep.
You get a lot of good stuff off that grab.
Schilt one game away here from top 64 with a side.
To make it out. Okay.
This is to make it out. This is an unfortunate bit of a DQ path for both players because this was Score's run.
Right.
But I'm sure Schilt won't complain.
Oh, I'd be very happy, especially when you're up 2 games, I guess.
Absolutely. And obviously MJB, you know, conceded to lose to Score, won't complain either. So.
Yeah, I mean MJB, even if you know there wasn't DQ path, you're still holding your own.
Absolutely. But you know, you wouldn't know that this was.
Right, you didn't know what DQ had.
Yeah.
Not a kill.
No,
Very
not
surprising.
A kill. A character, it's Sheik. Unless you die on the kill screen, I'm never assuming killing is anything.
It's not going to happen.
I think that this game's very important. Obviously, if MJB loses, it's important because that's the set over. But the fact that MJB almost 3-stopped Schilt last game, was on track to do it, and then almost choked it, is very interesting because that could have been a whole momentum swing. You get a 3-stop in game 3, that is an entire shift.
It makes you feel good.
Yeah, but by the end of that game, it was basically even. Not in
the kill, yeah.
But in terms of control, and Ivy up air is humongous. My goodness, what a move.
That combo works for so long, by the way. Back throw back air, I feel like it's something you see less and less now. It's just so weird the way you have to.
It is really awkward, but also, you know, a bit of rage. You'll get
187% Needles
to the dinner plate, baby.
But here we go, one stock apiece, immediately firing back. We're looking for that one big move to get the combo. It actually does not connect, just barely able to air dodge out of it.
Absolutely.
Sheik having that lightweight, but yeah, if you see Needles, you know, the range gets nerfed every now and then, aka every game. It'll still always be good. It will never stop being good. So good at conditioning. It's not about the damage, it's about what you force them to do to go around it.
Absolutely, and they're doing a good job now. They've felt each other out. This is obviously the 4th game. They're doing a really good job of just moving around each other without, like, they're throwing moves out, but they're not intending them to hit. They're just trying to fill space, make sure that their opponent isn't taking that up or making too many big gains in neutral. And it's...
Oh, the wind box is going to lead to the kill. No.
Kill. I need
to forget what characters I'm looking at on the screen.
Yeah, you need a
Oh well, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up. Nothing works anymore.
No.
Sheik doesn't exist. Nothing happens. Just big combos, fair into nothing. Unfortunately, did not land the jab. But
absolutely.
You know, we're probably going to see some up throws maybe from Squirtle if we get the grab. Up throw and up air.
Very important now for MJB to sort of stop Shilt's momentum after that edge guard.
Nah, S-Smash would have done a lot of knockback. Not only would have killed, but very strong move.
Absolutely.
As well.
If he holds it, see, this is the thing, when you get jabbed by Sheik, that move is really unsafe on shield. You can either roll through if they hold it for a while, or you can just wait for it to finish and you can get the punish. If MJB had just dropped shield dash attack, that would have been the punish, but instead they dropped shield really late, thinking that the last hit was going to hit them.
Barely going to avoid that. You're not going to attack that. You are going to live though. The swap melee actually killed them. Just because of the hurt box shift. That's dead.
Oh no, we got side B. Yeah, we're good. Dead.
Oh no, not yet.
I don't know why I fell from my own knowledge. Good job.
Into, I think,
finishing it off for Schilt there. Schilt's needle game there, needle conversions were excellent. Must have took at least 4 or 5 stocks in that set with needle, bouncing fish or needle smash.
Very solid placement just for them off stage, dealing with it. You know, it's pretty safe if you can land with it in the right area.
Oh yeah. You have like that 3 or 4 charge needle, you do the right landing for it.